Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horadrak and we are playing Europa Universalis 4 together. As the Hansa we are embroiled in a war that our ally England dragged us in against Scotland. England is trying to conquer Scotland. That brought in France. And also brought in Sweden, who is apparently allied to Scotland. Where are you allied to? England, Portugal, Venice and the Hansa. So they have two big trading nations. Why are you allied to England? No specific reason it seems. Your rival is Karakoyunlu. Over there. Why? Oh, so Venice managed to conquer Cyprus. Good for them. Let's have a look at the political map mode. Yeah, okay. So they managed to hold on to most of their holdings over here. Serbia is fighting against them. Don't think they're going to win this war though. Oh, your allies Ragusa. So Venice is doing quite well for themselves, I think. I'm happy to see that. Let all the trading nations prosper. I'm all for that. Yeah, we were trying to prepare a war for Denmark when England did their declaration of war. It's not that good for us, but it gives us time to fabricate enough claims. A lot of our claims will expire in the next 2 years, 3 years. We have one here for 89, one here for 90, and one here for 91. I'd rather have valid claims when I attack them, because I want to wholly conquer them. I want them all. And we have rolled a really good general, or let's say a really good leader who is also a general. He has a 4 shock, and the shock modifier is way more important at the beginning of the game than the fire modifier. We have 2 more allies. We have Bohemia and we have Saxony. It might be nice to attack Brandenburg directly, but Muscovy will help them. So what we have to do is we have to take a bit of a diplomatic detour. First attack Denmark. Denmark will drag in Brandenburg. Then we have to force Brandenburg to end their alliance with Muscovy. And then Muscovy, I think, won't ally them again because they are my rival. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'll improve the relations with Muscovy. Support for dissidents abroad. We have been contacted by a variety of dissidents from other states. These dissidents claim to have vast supporters who just need some cash. They're most likely lying. Despite this, their claims have excited many influential people at our court. Supporting these dissidents probably won't accomplish anything other than antagonizing the other state. But failure to support could give a bad impression. So we can support. And Denmark hates us more. We can lose 10 prestige. I'll spend the money. I don't want to lose any more money, because our prestige is already abysmal. We had some bad research done, it seems. Some people were not happy with the research we were doing. And we just ignored them. We ignored the warning voices who said this research is a bad thing. So France is occupying all the English territory that they have on the continent, except for Calais, it seems. Cannot move there. Burgundy is winning a war against Florence, Aragon, Naples and Savoy. Yeah, I would like to see Burgundy survive in this game, because if Austria gets all the Low Countries, the game is not that fun anymore. They are really strong then, and they are already pretty aggressive now. They have conquered Breisgau. They have conquered Budweis and Mähren from Bohemia. They have also conquered Breslau. So they are being pretty aggressive right now. You can see that they have quite a lot of land. So does Brandenburg. They have managed to nearly reach a bit of their historical milestones by conquering Silesia and then getting Pomerania. And Pomerania still exists, technically. But, yeah. I could release Danzig. Or the Teutonic Order. The trial. My most noble syndicate, your eldest son is on trial for corruption and bribery. There is no doubt that the charges are true. The conviction of your eldest son would be a serious personal blow to you. On the other hand, we could of course interfere in the trial and secure his innocence. That doesn't really sound right. We can gain some Republican traditions and lose power. Or we can lose Republican tradition and gain some power. It's quite a difference. Here you lose 120 power. And here you gain 30. So there's a 90 point difference. You're paying effectively 90 points for gaining 5 Republican tradition. But that's what we're going to do, I think. Yeah. Withdraw from public life. That's how it's going to be. Our fleet is fully repaired now. Merge them up. We are building some warships over here to bolster our navy. Also our navy force limit. 23 of 26. So we aren't even over force limit. We are way over our military force limit. But we're making a lot of money, so I think it's worth it. Savoy gave old cause to Switzerland. Will pay a lot of money. Interesting. It went not nearly as bad for Savoy as it could have gone. Wonder why Burgundy didn't conquer anything. Perhaps they have no interest. This belongs to Savoy. Savoy owns the capital of the Swiss. Very interesting. Alright, how's the war going? England is doing its thing. Wonder if they'll be able to reach the Shetlands and the Faroe Islands. Scotland conquered these guys from Norway. They have apparently also got an Ulster. Which is funny, because the original Celtic population of Scotland moved there from Ulster. Before them, this region was settled by the Picts. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a lot of fighting in this war. We'll just wait. Apparently our diplomat is done, so we might as well fabricate a claim. Or we can. We'll lose this claim pretty soon. April 89, so 5 months. We'll build up our navy. The Kriegsflotte der Hansa, war fleet of the Hansa. I mean, I could build galleys, but seeing that we have a small force limit of only 26, but that we have a lot of money, I think it's just more bang for the buck if we build carracks. So the big fighting ships with 40 cannons and 20 hull size, instead of the galleys with only 12 cannons at 8 hull size. They get a bonus, but still. And we also want to do some colonizing, so we need big ships that can do things. Yeah, Sweden isn't going to be able to do a lot against us. We destroy their fleet, so all they can do is sit on their little demi-island. Cannot cross to our province Sealand. Can still build one more thing over here. What can we do? What shall we do? What about development? These are not sortable, but according to the last dev diary, they will be in a future patch. No, it's fine, I guess. Although I have the money to build a lot of things. Now I could build a fort on Zealand. That might be a good idea. I can no longer claim that Holstein would be a rightful part of our realm. Yeah, we lost our first claim on Denmark. Yeah, I should build a fort over here. It would be really good. Stop everyone from going over here, especially Sweden. I think we'll do that. Another carrack. We have now 4. Going to have 6. How are the fleets of other nations? Aragon has 10 heavy ships. Yeah, they have a pretty big navy. 50. Why do they have so many? Grand Navy, protection of the coastline, and the AI bonuses. So they're getting 125% more than they could have normally. Brandenburg has 22. Castile has 37. They have less ships than Aragon. Interesting. Denmark has... No, England has 70 ships. I was for a moment a bit distracted. England has 50 heavy ships, 24 light ships. I think we'll have to get rid of our galleys too. Just change them over to light ships and heavy ships. Total of 70 ships. That is the biggest navy in the world. France has only 23. They have less heavy ships than we have now. Have some transports, but it's not worth mentioning really. Burgundy. How many ships does Burgundy have? 16. Okay. 2 heavy ships, 5 light. It's fine, I guess. Although I don't know what they would use their transports for. Portugal has a lot of ships, 6 heavies. Sweden has 2 heavies now. Would be nice if I could destroy their fleet again. And Venice has... Oh no, Venice has the biggest fleet in the world with 101 ships. 65 of them are galleys. Very good. As long as Venice has their strong navy, and seeing that they are allied with England, I don't think they're going to lose them. They can keep their own against the Ottomans, who have 85 ships. They're not as strong. Really, that's a pretty good AI Venice that we are seeing. Good, I like that. I will keep the Ottomans in check a bit, although it seems that they are losing some fights against Ragusa. Why are you losing? What are you doing? Do you have any army? Let's look at the army of Venice. We have 30,000 men. Serbia and Ragusa should be a pushover for them. It should just be annihilated. Really don't understand why, and they're not even in a separate war with anyone else. Oh, I'm sure they'll sort things out. England is fleeing to our land. That's fine, I don't mind. I'd like to catch the Swedish fleet. Seems England will do that for us. They have built another heavy ship. Yeah, we have to be on the watch for their fleet. When they can blockade here the Sound, then we'll have a hard time of it. Our relations with Muscovy will soon be topped off. What about Poland? They still hate me. They want Gotland. I wonder what you want to do with Gotland. Why don't you conquer Danzig from Brandenburg? Oh, Portugal is kicking France's ass. Yeah, come back. And I think they can win. Yeah, they won this. Wonder if they can... No, they will get destroyed now. And Ragusa has been annexed by Bosnia. Fine. Does end your war? No. You're only at war with Serbia now. That's what I really like about Europa Universalis. It's creating a lot of pretty interesting stories. I mean, you have to ask yourself what happened here, because normally Bosnia is the one half and then Serbia is the other, so it must have been that the case that Serbia managed to conquer a lot of Bosnia, and now Bosnia has used the weakness of the ally of Serbia to conquer Ragusa, and therefore take a pretty good province with 24 development that is worth way more than what they lost to Serbia. And they might be able to make a comeback. They have no allies, but they could certainly do something for themselves. We can invest in a new idea. Emancipation. For a long time we have restricted ownership of land to only those we felt were trustworthy enough. If we were to lift these restrictions, then land holding would be consolidated. This in turn would create a pool of seasonal labor for whom the army life might be worth pursuing. So we'll get manpower recovery speed plus 10%. That will be a great thing, especially if you consider that we also will get the Hanseatic levy system later. That will give us another 15%. We'll take this. And we'll have finished our first idea group, and therefore get minus 5% technology cost. Perfect. Yeah, we've read all this again. Aristocrats put differences aside. Since the Hansa began to serve the aristocrats have begun to serve the Hansa. Once afraid that they were seen as a relic of old government forms, the nobles have realized that they can maintain power as long as they are willing to work together. While this may put them at odds with other Hanseatic political forces, it has served to put ambitions of overthrowing the Republic at rest and help them organizing their efforts much more efficiently. Our great Republic unites even the old families. We get 1 less unrest and plus 5% discipline for 3 years. That's a nice bonus. It won't change the world in our favor, but still, yeah, they're pretty firmly in power. And a commandant has died. Actually, it might be nice to have this guy get a bit more of a force limit going. Therefore we'll pay less. Might be a thing. Let's see how it affects our bottom line. Because we are over the force limit. Let's see if it changes. Oh, it went down a bit. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Lüneburg, we're going to improve relations with them. We want to gobble them up as soon as we can. This will be 94. Yeah, we basically have to wait out this war. I would like to do something against Sweden, but not before I have eaten Denmark. We need Denmark to be a ground to march against Sweden. Losing money. It's fine, I guess. Oh, and we have one more ship. That might be the case why we're losing money. Might be the reason for it. We're now over force limit. These carracks cost quite a bit. They cost half a ducat. We have now 5 big warships. And we have another one finished. So we have now 6 big warships. And we are over force limit. I will not build any more galleys. We lost the claim on Schleswig. England, accept the peace. Scotland will cede 5 and Ulster to England and will pay ducats. So that is how this war ends. England takes 2 provinces and is done with it. That's fine for me. I think that's okay. When we conquer these provinces, there will... Oh! Merchant fractures. Ever so often merchants of different ideas in regards to trade would clash and small factions supporting either cause would emerge, causing ruptures. We can support the mercantilist faction. Get 2.5 mercantilism, or we can propose free trade. No. Mercantilism is the thing for us. Especially if you think about it from a role-playing perspective. Mercantilism is the thing. People are often under the misconception that traders and merchants are proponents of free trade. Even this game seems to do that sometimes, but the thing is, as an individual, you want to have a monopoly. You don't want to share the trading of pelts or fur or wool or anything with anyone else, because if you can control it alone, you can get the highest profits. And this fits our Hansa. We want the highest profits, so we'll take the mercantilism. We have 30.5, so we get 56% more power from our trade, from our provinces. Let's see if that makes a dent in the bottom line. It should. Yeah, we gained 0.3. Oh, that's pretty powerful, and it gets more powerful the more you get. We're completely dominating this trade node, the Lübeck trade node, and we're also sucking a lot of trade in. Taking a lot out of here, taking some out of here, we're even taking some out of here. So that's all good. I want more merchants. We might take the trade ideas next. I want also to go overseas, so we need the exploration ideas. But yeah, let's see about that. I'm not sure. Trade ideas would be pretty good for us. It also fits more from a role-playing perspective. We are not finished in the old world yet. But that has to wait until the next episode. I think we probably will attack Denmark as soon as we have finished our claims. I thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like. If you didn't, please tell me why in the comments so I can improve this Let's Play. And if you want to see more in the future of this series or my other content, then please consider subscribing. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye-bye.